It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Callies.
Whoop whoop! My whoop whoop's back.
It's back.
I'm happy. We're back.
We're back. It's 2023 and we are back.
It is. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Did you do any partying?
Well, as a 43-year-old parties anymore. I mean, we stayed up till midnight. I drank a little bit. Didn't really go all out, you know what I mean?
I think we were in bed by 10, but I stayed up.
In bed by 10. Oh, yeah?
I stayed up. We were watching movies and stuff, waiting. My brother always calls with my dad and everybody on a conference call right New Year's. So.
Yeah. We had some friends that had some littles with them, so we ended up doing it was not the ball drop, but it was the music note of Nashville drop at 11, you know, for the East Coast midnight, for, you know, the start of the new year for the country is the East Coast at midnight, but it's 11 o'clock for us. And so we watched the note drop, and we had sparkling grape juice.
There you go.
So we all Happy New Year and cheers and all that at 11. And then they left because they had littles, you know. And we just were there with a couple of friends. And we waited till midnight, and then I sent out texts to people, you know, Happy New Year. And so
I responded.
Yes,
I was up.
You did.
I was in bed, but I was up.
Yeah, somebody on the list wasn't up. They texted the next day. You remember? I was asleep, and I was like, "You're asleep."
No, I went to bed at 10 o'clock, and then stayed. You know, we watched TV until midnight, and then my brother called, and as soon as that was done, we went to bed.
That's right.
It was with the Christmas vacation, and then we had to rush back because my son had a tournament, and on the schedule it was a 1 day and ended up being a 2 day, so it started the day before.
Yeah.
So we had to drive straight from Wisconsin to Springdale to drop him off. I dropped him and my wife off, and then I had to drive home because I had the rest of the crowd with me, and then turn around and go back. And then we had a 2 day wrestling tournament. My son did excellent. Actually, the whole Bombers wrestling team did amazing.
Yeah.
But then, so when New Year's came around, we were pretty wore out. And
I can understand that.
We were done with the partying scene and the staying up and all that stuff. So we just kind of took it easy.
That's good. Well, we were in bed by 12:35. Once the midnight for us ball drop came, we went home and just went straight to bed.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So, but I thought I'd read that your son went 5-0. 10-0. How did I miss that?
10-0. It was a 2 days, five matches
I probably read
each day.
I read the first one is what it was. I missed the second one. So.
You probably read the first day that they made a post. Yeah, he went 10-0.
That's awesome.
And then Elijah Lag, which is one of our high school wrestlers, went 10-0 as well.
Excellent.
So it was really tough. They were going against some Oklahoma teams, Louisiana teams, Texas. I think they had 6 different states represented there.
Yeah.
And it was a tough meet.
That is really cool, though.
And then 10 matches in 2 days for everybody. That's a lot. That is pushing your limits. You're wore out. You're tired. You're fighting through some things. Yeah. And it was amazing to see. They did a great job. The whole Bombers team did amazing. I was pretty happy.
That's excellent. Excellent. It shows they got some stamina.
Yes. And at this stage in the game, it's good to have those kind of competitions. Push you a little bit. Mm-hmm. Really is.
Very good. All right, let's start out with the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. It's a tough situation to be in, and we're glad that they're there for us. You can give them a call at 870-425-2161. Ask them about pre-need service. And with that, let's do the first prayer of 2023.
There you go.
Dear Lord, please watch over our nation. Please watch over our children, our first responders, our military. We are starting a new year. It's a new year, new us, right?
There you go.
We're sure to appreciate you being there for us. We know you're always there by our side, even though we're not always doing the right thing. We are sinful people, but we do try our best. And we just really need you to watch over us this year, and hopefully no surprises. And with this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Give them a call, 870-425-2161, and talk about pre-need service. It's always good to have a plan in place because it is a tough situation. Even if you know that it's going to happen, we knew it was going to happen with my dad, but when it does, it's
better to be prepared.
It is. And with that, let's take a short commercial break for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Don't be left hanging. That's what and you won't be.
It'll
with
be
the
okay.
Z Team.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's an easy line to say. Yeah, you'll be okay.
It'll be okay. I'll see you at the closing. Well, just know when you see them at the closing, they have dotted all the I's, they've crossed all the T's. You will be taken care of by the Z Team.
They'll walk you through every step along the way.
Yes, they will. And they said they are Century 21 Diamond Award winners, gold winners. It's a commitment to excellence is what I call it.
They have won the most prestigious awards, and it's mainly what's impressive is it's for customer service.
It is.
And that, with the volume they do and to maintain the customer service that they maintain, it's very, very, very impressive.
Right. Even
really
after
is.
the sale,
Yes.
they're gonna
They're
check
there
in
for
on
you.
you, make sure that everything's going well. And with that, let's take a look at their beautiful shot of the White River.
Or the fog thereof.
With the with the mist, it kind of looks like it's snowing, but it's just foggy. And
The other
we
camera
probably
isn't
should
any
go-
better.
Okay. Though we swear there's a river down there, and we swear this is a view of that right there, Cotter, Arkansas. They're in Marion County looking into Baxter County, and it's just an absolutely beautiful view. Right now it's foggy out, so you can't see the live shot, but we'll bring you the
This
still.
is the exact, I'm going to show you the exact same shot of where that camera was taken. That picture was taken. That is it live right now.
Right.
That is amazing.
And that's what
difference.
my drive-in was like.
Yes, it was really foggy coming in.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, so if you're headed out in that, just be safe and go slow. They'd take a little bit more time, leave a little bit earlier if it's going to be foggy out. Froggy. It just does say better safe than sorry, right? And
There you go.
A lot of people, I'll be fine. And even if you turn on your bright lights, it still doesn't give you that much more distance in view. So, excuse me.
See, it's not good to turn your high beams on in the fog.
It isn't.
It
Glares a little
back
bit more.
at you. Yeah,
it does.
Makes it harder to see.
Leave the low beams on. If you got fog lights, put on fog lights. Anyway, beautiful shot. You can go to retiredarkansas.net and find this, especially during like a lightning storm. It's really cool. And you can give them a call at 870-405-0793 if you're looking to buy or sell a home. They have a plethora of information about the Ozarks on their website. It's real user-friendly, easy to navigate. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And look at the Rainbow Bridge. You got beautiful Cotter, Arkansas. Bull Shoals off to the left, Mountain Home to the right. That's where we are. And so, love bringing this shot to you every morning. And with that, let's take a look at the weather. Let's see here. Here we go. Mountain Home, Arkansas is at 58. Harrison at 55. Batesville at 63. Yellville at 60. Marshall at 61. Salem at 63. Mountain View at 61. Calico Rock at 58. West Plains, Missouri at 63. Springfield, Missouri at 56. Poplar Bluff at 62. And St. Louis for 57. We broke a record yesterday at 73.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the National Weather Radar, you can see that storm that came through last night is still passing through. It's going through Tennessee. It looks like into Kentucky and into the Northeast. You got So it looks like some heavy snowfall in Nebraska and South Dakota. And let's see, the northwest has a little bit of precipitation, a little bit of snow weather activity across Utah and Colorado. I mean, they usually get that this time of year. Let's see, shows blizzard conditions end in the Great Lakes. Clipper system for Christmas. I'm not sure. December 25th. I thought I refreshed. I did refresh that. Yeah, see? Who would have thought?
They didn't refresh it.
Yeah, I guess that they're a little late on the new year. So we'll go on to this that shows no warnings, no beautiful blues or yellows, or there's nothing above us right now in north central Arkansas or southern Missouri. We're in the clear. It's a 7-day forecast. Shows mostly sunny today. High of 67. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Low of 34. Wednesday, sunny. High of 50. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Low of 31. Thursday night, sunny. High of 46. Thursday night, mostly clear. Low of 28. Friday, mostly sunny. High of 51. Friday night, mostly cloudy. Low of 40. Saturday, partly sunny. High of 54. North Fork Lake water levels at 553.64. Level is 1.64 feet above full pool. They're generating 1. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 656.72. Level is 2.28 feet above full pool. They are generating 2. Let us look at your weather. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Go to retiredarkansas.net and find their listings, all the MLS listings. They are military relocation specialists, so if you're in the military, they can help you cut through all that red tape.
There you go. There's always red tape when you're dealing with that. Tape.
They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, so if you find something just across the border, you can give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net and find your next home, or call them to sell your home.
They will take care of you either way.
They will. And with that, we'll take a break and we'll come back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, and Mountain Home finishes above average rainfall for 2022. So that's a good thing. You know,
that is.
Yeah. And Baxter County jury duty resumes Thursday. Ew. Would you ever get called for jury duty?
I got called one time, and there was something going on, so I wasn't able to do it. But my wife did, and she ended up having to do a long stint of it one time. But
I got into the courthouse, and there was a bunch of us, and we were all sitting there waiting for 20, 30 minutes, and they came out and said, never mind, it's been canceled. And from then on, I haven't been called since. That was probably 15 years ago.
There you go.
So, you can go to enjoymountainhome.com. It's the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce's website for any kind of events going on. You can scroll down and find lodging attractions, but anything to do with biking, hiking, fish, boating, camping. Down towards the bottom, you have what goes on in the spring, summer, and fall. Right now, we're in the winter. But their community calendar right here, view all events. And a lot of area places put their stuff on the community calendar of the Chamber of Commerce. You can see the Schliemann Center, the Baxter County Library, just anything and everything going on in the Twin Lakes area. Well, you can find it here. Go to enjoymountainhome.com, the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce's website. I really like this website. Vacation, relocation. So if you don't live in the area, you can click on this. You can find out all about our healthcare, education, the employment, retirement, real estate, economic development, general information. If you're just going to vacation here, yes, experience Mountain Home, all about Mountain Home, up-and-coming events. You can submit your event, so if you have something going on, a lot of people go to this website to find out about Mountain Home and area events. So with that, just go to enjoymountainhome.com. Look at that, 7:15.
Right on the money.
Right on the money.
That is impressive.
I know. New year, new me.
New year, new you.
Happy New Year to you. I hope you're sticking to your New Year's resolutions. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we're going to come back with our new county judge, Kevin Litty.
You bet.
All right.
Be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're here with Kevin Litty, our new Baxter County judge. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for the invite. Look forward to it. Day one.
Day one, and he's already in the hot seat.
Yeah, this is your first day of taking office, isn't it?
First day, yes. So,
and you're in here already.
Don't know what to expect yet. I knew where my day was starting, and it's right here.
Right. Well, let's give people a little bit of background about you. Tell us your personal history. You know, how long you've been in the area, your career up until this point. Just,
okay. My family was born in St. Louis, Missouri, and my parents moved us here when I was 7 years old. So I'm a true Arkansan in my mind, and Well, I graduated Mountain Home High School, attended a few college classes at the University of Arkansas, and a few here at Arkansas State, and did a little farm work up until my mid-20s, and decided I need to get into something with some benefits and retirement, which I did, which was the Mountain Home Police Department, and spent 29 years with my 2 part-time years I had there, and spent the last 8 years. I told everybody when I was campaigning I had spent 6 years on the quorum court. Well, come to find out, I'd been there 8 years. So,
okay.
And spent 8 years on the quorum court, and it's somewhat got me. I wouldn't say prepared for the job I'm fixing to have at hand starting today, but at least I'm familiar with what's going on.
Sure. Yeah. Married.
Kids. 3 children.
Yeah.
And they're all grown, and got one daughter going to University of Arkansas right now, but. 2 boys, we got one boy that has a guttering and siding business, and the other one works for the Arkansas State Police here in Baxter County.
Oh, followed in the footsteps of his father. Yeah, became a police officer. Very good. You've been in this area a while, and so you say you have a general knowledge of what it takes to be in the job. Does Mickey Pendergrass helped you out with
He's
some
helped
of
me.
that?
He's let me shadow him where he could. I would have liked to have done a little more if I could have, but I went to a judges conference with him, and been to some of the other meetings around with him, and he's tried to guide me, and most judge-elects don't get the opportunity he's given me.
Sure.
And I really appreciate him trying to help me the way he has, and he said I could reach out to him anytime, so I look for, he'll be getting phone calls from me, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure he'll look forward to that. He can't always be fishing.
No, he can't. He better take his phone with him.
I understand that completely. Well, did you have a good holidays? Good New Year's?
We did.
Yeah.
Kids all gathered up. Went to my parents one night. Of course, we go to my wife's parents one day, my parents one day, and then the kids come to our house one day. So keeps us busy for a couple of days there. So very good.
Very good. We had, I don't know if he heard a little bit of our conversation. We were in bed just after midnight.
Yeah. Well, I got in bed before midnight on
Did
the
you?
first, and I was glad of it. Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
I can understand that. It seems what did Mickey say? Over half of the county judges in the state.
37 new county
37
judges.
new county judges out of
there was
78, I think.
75.
75.
So I'm trying to think of the guy's name at the AAC, Arkansas Association of Counties. He's worked there 42 years. Never seen that many judge-elects in his years. So,
right. Yeah.
Went to a judge-elect conference back in middle of December, and a 3-day conference, and tried to give us the do's and the don'ts. And
what was that like?
It was good. It was good. There were several judge-elects, current judge-elects there that helped out. We got to speak with, gave us a little advice, but really just spending government money. It's all you got to follow the law, and kind of like being a police officer was. You had to follow the law. You got to follow the law doing this job too, and it's all in law. So
a lot of you exchanged numbers.
Some, not many had much info. The current administration here in Baxter County has been trying to help me. A lot of the other judge-elects does not have that. They hadn't had that opportunity.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe the one I was sitting next to Marion County Judge Jason Stump, and he's like, "Man, you've got it made with the help you've had." And he said, "I can't even step in the courthouse." But anyway, kind of felt bad for him on a few things. But they've tried to help prepare me.
Sure.
I don't feel prepared, but they've tried to help.
I don't think you'll ever feel prepared to step into that role until you just step in.
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, it's the chief elected official of the county with a lot of roles. I mean, the list that I have wrote down of everything that you're over, 911, the road services, it's just mind-boggling. And what kind of manager do you think you are?
Well, I'm pretty easygoing. I expect people to do what they're hired to do.
Sure, not going to micromanage.
Not a slave driver by any means. Every department head that was under the previous administration still has a job today, or still had a job on the first, and that was my goal when I was campaigning to leave folks alone. And
sure.
A piece of advice I got from a current county judge at the judge-elect conference was, if I can give you any good advice you listen to, sit back for 120 days and see what's going on.
Yeah. So you feel comfortable with the team that you're going into?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not saying we might make some changes on how a few folks do some things, but I don't look forward to. I don't see me making changes to personnel.
Yeah. At least not right away.
Yeah.
So, feel secure right now. No, very good.
And they need that. Employees need to feel secure, you know.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Well, and things have been going pretty well. I think Scooter and I both agree that Mickey Prendergast did a great job. Left you with no debt with the county. Yeah. Everything's paid for, so that's always nice to have.
That's what I said. Yep.
Yeah, most definitely. And you say, hang back for the next 120 days, a couple months. But I'm sure you got some new ideas that you might come in with.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I like to greatly improve on, keep improving on our roads, infrastructure of the county. That's what, we're a vacation destination, and people come here because of what we have to offer. So let's keep offering a little more and make it more attractive, and keep them coming here.
Sure, I can understand that. Now you'll be presiding your first quorum court session tonight.
Yeah, we started at 7 this morning. The first quorum court meeting's at 6 tonight. So get ready for that today. I think I could. My wife actually said, you're going to have to run them preside over them quorum court meetings. I said that's the least of my concerns.
Well, you got to vote on it. Exactly how does that work as being the Baxter County judge? You're presiding over it. But what is it exactly that you do as the judge over the quorum court?
Well, you can veto anything they vote on. You don't have a vote. You preside over it. Let them vote on the ordinances, resolutions, and just preside over it.
Yeah. Give your 2 cents on the subject.
Yeah.
So, now we'll go back to the election when there was a runoff. How'd you feel about that?
Going into the runoff, I didn't feel good.
Right.
I didn't feel good at all, and I would have felt a lot better had I was going into the runoff in the lead, and I wasn't, and it was disappointing. It's for a couple of days there. It was hard on the family, and we decided that we had 30 days to change people's minds, and we kept working at it. And week 1 in the runoff was pretty disappointing. 2, 3, and 4, I really felt good about it, and felt like we was going to win it, and came out on top.
Yeah. Well, so did you do more meet and greets?
No, just kept doing what we were doing, and I really think people did their research a little better in the last 30 days. And,
I think so too.
But I just kept doing what I was doing, and tried to go out and meet folks and talk to folks and just let them see who I was, and it worked out.
Well, and I also believe that right here on the show, Mickey Prendergast came on and he threw his support behind you.
Helped a bunch.
I think it did. It's always good to know who the outgoing judge supports for the new incoming judge.
I tried to get him too early, and very thankful he did in the end, because it helped me. And
I can understand why he waited. I mean, there was 4 of you.
Yeah.
You just see how it fell. He's still in the job, and sometimes they just it's good to wait just to see what happens.
He knew what he's doing.
Yeah, I thought he definitely.
He knows what he's doing now, fishing.
Yeah. I seen a picture on Facebook that his retirement's going well, and he was playing with one of his grandchildren. That was his new job.
Yeah.
Was just hang out with the grandchildren. Yeah. So that's really nice. There's nothing wrong with that. It's about 7:28. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with more from Kevin Litty, the new Baxter County judge.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Litty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Litty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Litty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Well, folks, have you...
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Kevin Litty, our new Baxter County judge. And you've stepped in your new office, what, maybe 1 or 2 times now?
Been in there a couple, 3 times, yes.
Yeah, and so...
now you got to go make it yours.
Yeah, Mickey Pendergrass was there for 10 years.
Got to make it mine. He was there 10 years, so he had a picture on every wall and several on every wall. So we got to do a little cleaning up in there, but no rush there, and we'll get it done. More important things facing me than cleaning that office up.
I can understand that. Well, I was doing research since 1874. You're the 31st Baxter County judge.
Yes, I didn't know that till you just told me. So.
Yeah. I thought that was. I always like to look back to see because, the 45th president. It seems like that's the only one you ever hear of. But I thought it was pretty neat. 31st since 1874. There's been a lot of changes to Baxter County, and I think you're going to be a great addition. So with that, Mickey Pendergrass, as the previous county judge, he come and he knew a lot of the ins and outs, but so do you. Like I said, you've been an officer for 29 years here, so you're real familiar with 911 dispatch, juvenile services. Do you feel comfortable with everything that's going on with them?
I feel pretty comfortable with 911 and juvenile services. I was kind of out of the realm of working with them my last couple of years at the police department because I was doing code and city ordinance enforcement. So I was kind of on my own. So I kind of lost touch with some of them and some things going on there. But yes, I'm comfortable with it, know how it works, and I know the jobs they do, and I can transition it and understand what they're doing and how they do their jobs pretty easily.
Yeah. So what is your plan, the next month? I know sit back and kind of watch, but you're going to go to each of these places, meet everybody over the course of the next week and 2 weeks?
I'm going to get it scheduled. Hopefully this month, within maybe the 45 days, I'm going to meet with every department head that's under me and sit down and see what their needs and wants are. And, I have some plans for kind of the courthouse and around the courthouse a little bit, do a little maintenance and a little facelift, maybe a little painting, and make people proud of their property that they own. And we need a little maintenance and beautification of what I call around the courthouse. And I've talked to the current mayor about some things that he wants to do around the courthouse along with myself, and I think we need to do that. And that's when people drive down Main Street, they'll always see it.
Sure. Yeah. To those that don't know, the Baxter County judge is the chief elected official of the county. But their main function is the road and bridge. They have how many people? 44. 44, the largest in the county. But they're also over the Office of Emergency Management, 911 dispatch, juvenile services. They work closely with the prosecuting attorney in the district court, the public defender, human resources of the county employees, the IT department, and veteran services. The veteran services. What do you do? With
we just supply them a place to have an office.
Yeah,
I'm not over
okay.
them, per se. it's kind of like the health department. County supplies the health department. We're not over the employees, and we don't pay the employees there.
Yeah.
And that's a big. Speaking of the health department, that's a big. Big project we're facing there. We've got the money set aside from the government money we received, and we're going to build a new health department. Mickey signed an agreement with Baxter Health last week on some land we're going to build on. So
that's right.
That's a very big project ahead of me that I've got to learn how to go about it.
Yeah, he's got it all set up though, so it should be pretty.
It's pretty
good.
well set up. Yes, it is, and it's funded. So the money's there. We just got to get the ball rolling now. And since we got the land purchased up there.
Yeah, I thought I had in my notes. Where was that going to be located?
It's right there at Buttercup and 6th, right there by Dr. Camp's old office there.
Buttercup.
Be on the corner, about 3 acres right there. So.
And that's, I believe that's the same road that everybody lines up on for the parades.
Yeah, it is. It is. So it'll be right there at the corner. Be a good place for it.
It will be. It's needed. I've been in there quite a few times, and they could use the space.
Yeah,
they could
that's a very big project that I have to face.
They'll be setting up to where people can do like a drive-through.
Yes,
so,
be a drive-through.
Something like COVID happens again, they'll be prepared
Yeah.
that you won't have to go in a building. They can be outside to help people. So that's really good.
We've got about 3 acres there on the corner, so there should be plenty of room.
Mm-hmm. And then the airport project. Let's see. He was talking about expanding.
We closed on the land.
Airport bond.
Closed on the land out there that we purchased at the end of the airport because of the obstructions was down there. So we got that done. He got that done before he left Friday.
Yeah.
The land deal with the health department done. And
what was the obstructions?
The trees on that piece of land. And then if they ever decide to expand, they have room to expand down there on the far end of the airport.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm not as prepared as I should have been. We're kind of mowing through everything.
I know that you were talking about all the things, and I mean, I know you're over a lot of different organizations in town. You were listing off a number of them.
Yeah, a number of them.
But you've also got key people running every one of them organizations, and which takes a load off of you and lets them, things kind of flow the way they were flowing. But I'm sure you've already been out and probably met with most of the head people and stuff like that, trying to build relationships and make sure everybody knows, hey, we're going to flow as normal. We're just going to roll for a while and then make changes and stuff. How did that go as far as you getting to know all the different organizations and all the different head people?
Well, I've known them for a while since I served on the quorum court and served in law enforcement. I've known them. It definitely helps to have experienced people in them positions because they can help me. Whether all judges want to admit that, I know they can help me. When I went to the judge-elect conference, there were so many judge-elects there looking at how to replace this one or replace that one, and I sat there and just kind of really shook my head. It's like, you guys are making your job harder than it should be because you've got experienced people there. And I know, you can't keep everybody in place, or every judge can't keep everybody in place. But, having experienced people there will make my job easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you do have a lot of experienced people that. A lot of them have been there a long time, haven't they, in their positions?
Yes, they have, or with that department, and promoted up to like the road and bridge superintendent. I don't know how long Larry's been there, but he's been there a while. He got promoted 2 years ago, I guess it was. But Cheryl Green at Juvenile Service, she's been there 30-something years.
Yeah, so. I remember Cheryl Green.
Yeah.
I can remember going into her office once because I had too many absences. My father and I went in there. Once you reach a certain amount, you just automatically get sent there.
Yeah.
And I had excuses for all of them, and we got it all cleared up. But she's a good lady. She's done a lot of good work in Baxter County.
But I look forward to it, and I think as far as the people end of it, I think is easy, and as long as the revenue keeps doing what it's been doing for Baxter County, it's going to make my job easy because it makes it easier to take care of all the departments that turn in a budget every year, and if there's plenty of money, it makes it work better.
Right. Do you think what has been going on in the country the past year with inflation and the raising of rates by the Fed could change how much we bring in for the county?
It could, but it's showing no signs yet.
I know,
showing
right?
None.
I think we're kind of in a different area.
It's just, it really is, and we're, like I said, I think Baxter County's always been a vacation, hub, and I think maybe it's slacked off for a few years, but it's grown again during COVID since 2020.
Yeah.
And it's look at how many people come here shopping.
Yeah.
From the Flippin and Cotter, Yellville and Southern Missouri.
Right. We were just talking about that. Just Walmart being one of the largest in the state. I think there for a long time it was the largest in the country. And you think in Little Mountain Home, 2 hours from anything.
Yeah.
And so, but we have a lot of surrounding areas that come here, and they spend a lot of money. And now with the things that the mayor's been doing with and other officials, that right here I'm looking at the square, and now he's turning that into a place to come. A lot of businesses have joined in with I'm trying to think of the name as I'm talking.
Entertainment District.
Entertainment District. Gosh, sometimes you just can't think. So I think it's a really great thing that they've done down there. Soon in the next year and a half, 2 years, we'll have the new community center.
I don't know the finished date on that.
I think maybe 3 years.
It'll be 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
That's a big project.
But that'll be a good addition. All the parks that are being revamped. That's a great thing, because they've been the same since I've been here since '93. Yeah. So it was time for that to happen. But I have a good feeling that we're going to be all right in our area. We have a lot of retirees that still like to spend money. But
the citizens are doing their part as far as like the square. They're doing their part as far as revamping the square, remodeling, and making it more attractive. So I think the county's going to do some. My goal is to do some things too with county property around the square and make it presentable to the public. And it's my home for 4 years. So if I take care of my home, I'm going to take care of county property too. So I look forward to doing that.
Very good. Well, we have ASU Mountain Home. They're making a lot of changes, bringing sports. The more they do to bring in youth to come to ASU Mountain Home, the better that will be too as a community. You have the Dales that they're starting.
It's amazing what they've done.
Oh yeah, and now they're doing housing for students, dorms, I guess you can call them over there. What are they?
The old Holiday Inn.
Yes, the old Holiday Inn. They're revamping that, and I've always thought that that's what we needed here was a place for kids to stay. It's Jonesboro, ASU, or Arkansas State University in Fayetteville. They have places for them to stay, and a big factor of why they go there. And ASU Mountain Home, I've gone there. I've got an associate's degree from them that connected with A-State, so you can still do a 4-year degree. You don't necessarily have to go over to Jonesboro. You can do a lot of things online with them, but they didn't have a place to stay. So with that, they're going to be able to, and that's going to draw in a lot more people, a lot of youth, and we could use that. We have a lot of retirees that move here, but we also need some youth to continue this town. So you feel the same way about that?
Oh yes. We need all ages here. I think so, and ASU's done a lot for this community, and I think they'll do more.
Yeah, very good.
It's easy to focus on Mountain Home because it's one of the biggest areas, but you cover a big territory. You look at all the way down to Big Flat, and there's just a lot of ground, a lot of volunteer fire departments you got to work with. Yeah. There's a lot outside of Mountain Home that you still have to cover as far as a county-wide. We've got a big county here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I covered a lot when I was campaigning down south. I'd not been down south a lot, Lone Rock and Norfolk and Jordan, and didn't know some of them places even existed down there. But spent a lot of time down there campaigning, and look forward to going back. I really look forward to working with all of our rural fire departments, and because kind of working it's kind of the same line of work, as emergency services, and look forward to working with them and trying to help them the most we can. And of course, it takes money to help them, but I look forward to it.
Yeah, most definitely. It's 7:44. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll be back with more from our new Baxter County Judge, Kevin Litty.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Kevin Litty, Baxter County Judge. We have the Denton Ferry Bridge that is completed as far as the bridge.
The bridge itself is complete. Mm-hmm. The approaches on each end are not, and the weather's kind of holding us up a little bit on the approaches.
Right.
It's kind of hard to put haul clay out of the clay pit up north when it's as wet as it's been here lately. So the approaches are holding us up there, and I know the people down in the Denton Ferry area will be glad when that bridge is open, and I will be too. And that was a big accomplishment for Baxter County, having that bridge and getting the grant to build that bridge. And they'll never have to drive out the mountain again when it floods down there. They've got that bridge to come out. But just ask them to be patient down there, and we'll work on getting that open. And when it's open, it'll be there for years to come. So
most definitely. Now, because of the clay and stuff, what's the time frame you're talking about? We got to get past winter. We got to get past
I'm not sure of the time frame, but. I did speak to the judge a little bit about it in the last week or two, and they got to get their approaches done, and then the county, bids their asphalt, and so it's got to be paved the way I understand it on each end of the bridge before the detour can be tore out. So I've got a few more things to learn there about getting it opened, but and I know that before they tear out the detour, they got to get a permit from the state to get back in the creek bed, and so there's a few things that's holding up opening up the bridge, but when it's open, it'll be nice.
Yeah, most definitely. So new to the job, you just started, first day. What are you most excited about?
It's really hard to say at this point.
So much. There's so much to it.
I know between now and Friday that my mind. Of course, I was laying in bed with my mind racing this morning, being here and not knowing what to expect on day one or day two. But I'd say in the next couple of weeks we'll get that figured out, and I just got to sit back and look and listen a little bit.
Right. So. I kind of feel the same way. You being new to the job, and I'm like, what am I going to ask this whole way? You know what I mean?
And I'm grateful that you came in, because that's a hard thing to do when you haven't even stepped foot really into your office.
Yeah.
And seeing what's going on, yet you're going to come on here and talk about it. And I know that there's probably a lot of nerves. Going into a new position like this and stuff, and I'm grateful to see you come in and talk to us a little bit this morning, kind of give us a chance to get to know who you are. It'll be anxious to see the difference between this show and next month.
Definitely.
And what you
I will be more prepared.
I tried to tell myself to be patient, don't be anxious, and that's what I'm going to do. And I have a hard time being patient. Anybody will tell you that knows me. But I got to be patient and just look and listen, and we'll get it figured out. And everything's moving forward, like I said, with people, experienced people in positions. So it'll keep rolling right along.
Yeah.
And I have to preside over the first quorum court meeting tonight, and I'll probably be a nervous wreck about 5:45. But and I've said in them things. The sheriff said to me one day, he said, "Well, you've sat there for 8 years. That shouldn't bother you." I said, "Well, I've sat over here by myself. I didn't sit up there on the bench."
It's a little bit different. Yeah. And XL7-TV videos that, so it won't just be those sitting.
You can watch it live on Facebook.
Yeah, you can watch it live. So it'll be more eyes on you than the ones just sitting inside there.
I have good help there with Kanda and Trish, so I may get tongue-tied a time or two, but they'll help me through it.
Right. I should ask at the very beginning, what made you run?
I'd always loved the job I was doing, and I really did. But the last couple of years I was there, I was ready to go, and it was kind of weird because I didn't expect it to really happen like it did. And Mickey said to me one day that he was retiring, and I said, "Man, if you're going to retire, I've got my time in at the PD where I can walk out of there and draw a check at 53 years old, and not many people can do that at 53 years old."
Sure.
And I said, "If you're going to retire, I'm going to run," and spoke to my family about it, and here we are.
How did they feel about it?
Good.
Probably very supportive. Yeah.
My wife was very, very supportive. She didn't handle the stress of the campaigning probably as well as I did, but I didn't handle it as well as I thought I would either. So, but she didn't handle it well. But she was a big part of me being where I'm at right now.
Yeah. What's it like to run? I've never asked
Well, you just have to learn it. Yeah. I mean, really, it was just it was very stressful, and I don't let stress bother me a lot, but it was, and try to, you were invited to functions all the time, and you tried to go to all of them.
Because you want to meet everybody.
And we went to 99% of them, but there were some that just had a conflict and couldn't make it, But it was still working a full-time job at the time, and burned a lot of my vacation just to go to functions and go to meetings, and it was demanding.
Mm-hmm. So you were still with the PD as you were running?
Yes, I didn't leave there till July 31st.
I guess until you knew.
So it was. Of course, me and my brother farm on the side, so hay season's in June. So we were campaigning and haying, and I was burning vacation, and so it was pretty demanding for a while, especially 60, 90 days. So
right.
But
so you're hitting it probably 80 hours a week.
I couldn't tell you how many hours, but we were busy.
You go home tired. I can understand that. Well, it's going to be a great job, I think. Mickey seemed to really enjoy it. When he come in, it's like there was nothing better. But he wished he had gotten into it earlier, like you're doing now. He felt he probably would have gone many more years, but he's up in his 70s now, and it was just
to be 70.
Yeah, he's like, I need time to fish and hang out with the grandkids. So. It's something that you're starting. You're 53.
I just turned 54 about 30 days ago.
Turned 54. So we got many more years.
Many more. I hope so, and I hope I enjoy it, and hope I love what I'm doing, and because I would like to stay for a while.
Sure.
And so we'll see what happens.
Right. Well, and I can tell you, by starting any new job, sometimes in the very beginning, you're kind of pulling your hair out, you're new to it. You want to learn everything right now. And that's kind of my thing when I started a new job, is I wanted to know everything right now. And sometimes there's just too much information, and you've got to span it out over the course of 6, 8 months, a year maybe. So is that kind of the feeling that you...
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like the judge-elect conference I went to. It was just you were just flooded with information.
Right.
The main things that stuck in your head is your do's and your don'ts. You don't want to end up. You can make an honest mistake and break the law and not think you did. And it's easy to do. So I mean, that's why you got to follow the laws of spending government money. But what was your question there? I kind of got.
Just that you want to learn it all right now.
Yeah, you want to learn it all.
That you'll give it time.
A lot of people
out.
said when I was running, "You sure you want to work with people?" I've worked with people all my life. That's no problem. I don't mind working with people. I just want to do what's right with the taxpayer dollar. You know?
Sure. Yeah. I bet you it's a code this thick, right?
It's about that thick. The book.
Yeah.
So,
so learning
you got it memorized, right?
Yeah. It's all down.
I don't even know where you start. It just refer to it when you need it. The way I look at it.
I think so.
Yeah. So there's no
cross each bridge as you come to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's I don't understand how it gets that big. All the rules and regulations, the red tape that we were talking about earlier. It's something that comes with time. As you say, as each project comes, you research it, you figure out what you can do and what you can't do. So mistakes can be made, but you'll be all right, as like you said, as long as you stick by the code. So it's going to be quite the job, I think. When I look back, I look at this, what I wrote down of everything that you take care of and you oversee. It's not an easy job, but it's something that I think you'll come to enjoy. Mickey enjoyed it.
It is.
I think he would have told you.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have ran again and again. You know.
Well, I want to develop a good rapport with the department heads, and not only that, the employees that work under them. And I know a lot of the county employees, not all of them. I went to Road and Bridge for lunch a couple weeks ago, and I know over half of the 44 that's there, but I don't know them all. I want to know them all.
Sure.
I want to have a rapport with them. I want them to know they can come to me, and I want to have an open door policy.
Very good.
And I want it to be a pretty tight knit, working relationship with all of them.
Right. And that's that when you have something like that, it's not really work. When everybody gets along with each other, I'm sure you're going to have a tiff here and there. It's going to happen.
Disagreements. That's your human.
Yeah. But if you like you said, an open door policy where they know they can come talk to you no matter what, and that's a good thing, I think.
All elected officials are, been there for 8-10 years plus, and I've had a good working relationship with them in the last 8 years, and it gives me somebody to lean on with that experience there behind me. So
sure. You get along real good with the mayor?
I get along with the mayor, yes, and I know we met last week, and I'll bring it up. You hadn't brought it up yet, but this opening up this landfill again,
okay.
That's raising a lot of eyebrows, and there's a lot more to come from that. But I don't think the majority of the people in Baxter County want to see that landfill open again. So
I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't know.
Well, I didn't until I started meeting with some folks and realizing what this community is here and why people come here and do we want another landfill open back up. So anyway, there's a lot to come there. So maybe next month we can talk more about it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me. Well, we appreciate you coming on. Yeah.
I'm sure this week, probably the first day going into office, your phone's going to probably be off the hook.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's funny because I know Mickey has mentioned this before. Is everybody's road in front of their house is the most important road there ever was, and you'll probably get 100 phone calls right off the. Hey, are you fixing this road? Are you going to do this road? Guys, keep in mind, everything takes time.
Yeah,
and everything has risen in cost so much. Road oil and stuff. It's of course our revenues rose too, but
right.
Everything we're buying has gotten more expensive. It makes it tough still to keep buying it. But anyway, we'll work hard on our roads, and there's probably three retired county judges, 4 counting Mickey, and I've spoken with all of them, and they'll tell you roads. You keep people happy. You keep the road graded.
Keep it,
keep the potholes filled, and so.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be all right. In the business, I work out at Great Escapes, and people, it's like their top question is, "How's it going?"
Yeah.
And we actually for December. Now I started in April, but we beat December of 21 in sales for 22, which with rising interest rates and inflation and everything means we're going to do all right, because a lot of people are looking for 2023 to slow down because of that, and I just don't see it. I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, there's not any signs here local that we're slowing down for anything.
Yeah, and I feel confident that you're going to be all right in your position.
Well, I hope so.
Revenues are going to be good. You're going to be able to fix people's roads.
If everybody's confident, we'll make it work.
That's right. Yep. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us in this new year, 2023. Thank you for coming on, Kevin.
Thank you for
having me. I want to wish you good luck on your first day.
Thank you.
Yes.
Look forward to next month. I'll maybe have a little more information to give you guys. And
me too.
Elaborate on a little bit.
First quorum court meeting tonight?
That's right.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be a great new year.
Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow with Bob Reckenwald.